Ron Paul there, and before him Mitt Romney. Well, Professor Geoffrey Garrett is the Chief Executive of the United States Studies Centre at the University of Sydney, and he joins us now. Geoffrey Garrett, are you loving the fact that we're getting into the thick of this now?
Well, I just love listening to Ron Paul. I mean, if you talk about entertainment value, this guy's entertaining.
Yeah, there's a bit of a history lesson there as well.
I mean, he's quite extraordinary in some of the things he says. You know, he wants to abolish the Federal Reserve. He says he doesn't care whether Iran has nuclear weapons. You know, I think if you were taking him seriously, you'd be a little bit worried.
Well, that's the thing. He's performing consistently. Well, this is another strong second. So many analysts are saying he is not going to be the final nominee. Are you one of those analysts?
Absolutely. I mean, the Republican Party could not nominate Ron Paul as its standard bearer. I think the worst outcome for the Republican Party is that Ron Paul continues to do well and he starts believing his own press clippings, then doesn't get the Republican nomination and thinks he has to run as a third-party candidate in the general election if Mitt Romney is nominated, which seems really likely, because he'd say it's Obama and Obama light, and the American public, you know, read the tea leaves, read the Tea Party, they want somebody different, and I'm that person.
So did Ron Paul perform more strongly in New Hampshire than you thought?
Yes, and more strongly than everyone thought.
What percentage were you expecting he was going to pick up?
Once you went below Romney, it was pretty hard to judge, I think, going in. Remember, we had this big question, was Rick Santorum going to have momentum out of Iowa? The answer was no, so he now looks like another one of these shooting stars who flamed up and flamed out.
Well, he put so much effort into Iowa, didn't he?
He did, but you'd think that momentum would have carried him forward. Remember, even last week, Newt Gingrich was basically saying he was ceding the right to Santorum. He was going to be the attack dog against Romney. Now Gingrich did better than Santorum and is better placed, I think, in the next two primaries, South Carolina and Florida. So Santorum, I think, for all intents and purposes, is gone. Ron Paul is probably not nominatable. The Republican Party, even though they don't like it, look like they're going to be stuck with Mitt Romney.
So is Mitt Romney beatable from here now that he's performed so strongly in New Hampshire?
Well, you know, if you win, this is a good trivia question. I don't have the answer, but, you know, if you win Iowa and New Hampshire, which is two very different states with very different processes for selecting their delegates, caucuses and primaries. If you win that, it's pretty hard to lose the nomination. And the exclamation mark, obviously, will be if Romney wins in a state which looks, on all the normal indicators, really tough for him, South Carolina in 10 days' time. If he wins there, I think it's all over.
Right. Well, tell us about Jon Huntsman. He's come in third. We just heard from him then with about 17% of the vote.
Yeah, Jon Huntsman is a Romney lookalike in so many ways. You know, he comes from a billionaire family. He's a Mormon. He's been governor of Utah. But Huntsman's big problem is that he's even to the left of Romney. He was Obama's ambassador to China, and we just heard Mitt Romney talking tough on national security. Well, then we heard Huntsman say he'd get out of Afghanistan, and he doesn't want to go jaw to jaw with China. Huntsman's a very impressive guy, but he's not somebody who can attack Mitt Romney, and he's not somebody, I don't think, in the current cycle that the Republicans could nominate.
Well, Newt Gingrich is someone who has been attacking Mitt Romney quite forcefully.
And it's gotten really personal.
Yeah, and it's gotten him nowhere, based on the figures from today.
Yeah, but Romney, so the attack has been, you know, you're a Wall Street capitalist, you're not an American capitalist. You know, private equity firms strip and flip. You buy the company and then you sack the workers. Romney said this thing that's going to haunt him a couple of days ago, which is, I like firing people. Now, in fact, he was talking about choice, right? A Republican, I want to fire my healthcare provider. But the line is, I like firing people. And for the Democrats, this is as good as it gets.
Right.
Obama versus Romney, and that can be the ad in an environment where unemployment is the biggest issue in the country.
How damaging will that description by Newt Gingrich of Mitt Romney as unelectable be?
I don't think that's the one. The other things that, I mean, look, Gingrich is now calling on all his wildest shots. He's also called Romney a liar and a serial liar. You know, I think Romney has two problems. On the one hand, the Republican Party just doesn't like him because he's too left. On the other hand, he doesn't come across as being authentic. You'll remember something else he said that will haunt him from a few weeks ago. He wanted to have a casual $10,000 bet with somebody else when Americans are saying, you know, I don't have $10 in my pocket, let alone 10,000.
Has he got what it takes to take it up against Barack Obama?
Well, he looks good, he sounds good, he's smart, he's got money, he's got all of that, but he's got Romney Care. Romney Care, his healthcare package looks like Obama's healthcare package. So I think it's going to look like Obama versus Obama light. Romney's going to try to be tougher on some things like defense, as we've heard, but it'll be hard for him. And as I said, the worst thing for the Republican Party is if that fires up Ron Paul to be a third-party candidate, because he'd just take a bunch of that Tea Party vote away from Romney, and it'd be very hard for Obama to lose in that environment.
And just finally, where to now from here in terms of the Republican process?
Well, we have two very big southern states, but different southern states coming up. So South Carolina, which is traditional old South, and then Florida, which is also in the South, but has a lot of
different.
It has these migrants from the Northeast, and also a lot of Cubans, Latinos who fled Castro 40 or 50 years ago, and their kids. It would be hard to see Romney losing Florida, but so that's on the 31st. I think it's the 17th of January we have South Carolina. If you were writing it up as a state that would be tough for Romney to win, it would be South Carolina. So if he wins there, I think the nomination will be sealed.
Okay, Jeffrey Garrett, I can tell you're loving it. Thanks very much for coming in.
My pleasure, Joe.